Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you preparation of nitric acid in the laboratory. Let us see first history of its discovery. It was known to all chemists about in 8th century and they called it aqua fortis because of its highly corrosive nature and its ability to dissolve all the metals. In 1658, Glauber prepared it first by heating niter KNO3 with concentrated sulfuric acid. This method is still in practice nowadays also. Next point, in 1776, Lavoisier showed that nitric acid contains oxygen. In 1777, Scheele, called Scheele, a scientist, you can say Scheele, showed that nitric acid on exposure to light or on heating undergoes decomposition. And in 1784, Cavendish gave the chemical composition of nitric acid. He showed that nitric acid contains not only oxygen, it contains nitrogen and oxygen in addition to hydrogen. Next, occurrence of nitric acid. Nitric acid occurs, 2 points I am going to tell you. First, about its free state. Nitric acid is found in free state in very small amount in traces in rainwater. It is found in traces in atmosphere where it is produced during lightning discharge, during rainy season. It is produced there. The reactions are like this. Here, first I am going to tell you how it is produced in the atmosphere. During lightning discharge, nitrogen present in the atmosphere react with oxygen present in air to form nitric oxide. This nitric oxide again undergo oxidation to form nitrogen dioxide. This nitrogen dioxide dissolves in rainwater in presence of air to form nitric acid. This nitric acid is present in the rainwater produced during lightning and thunder. Now, next point is there in combined state, all the nitrates of metals or nitrates are soluble in water. Sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, all nitrates are soluble. Then it is found in earth crust in the form of nitrate. Some examples of minerals, nitrate minerals like calcium nitrate, sodium nitrate, Chile saltpeter and Bengal saltpeter or niter. KNO3 is called niter, Bengal saltpeter. NaNO3 is called Chile saltpeter or NaNO3, Chile saltpeter. KNO3, niter. Calcium nitrate is also there. Like that, it is found in combined state. Next point is preparation in the laboratory. First, principle of its preparation I am going to tell you. First, principle. In these many points I am going to explain. First, principle. Second point I will tell reactant. Third point, condition and reactions. Condition and reaction. Fourth point I will tell operators. And procedure. Fifth point I am going to tell collection this and procedure. Collection, and sixth point, precaution. In these 6 points, I am going to explain this. First principle. Nitric acid is prepared in lab by heating sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate with concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a less volatile, almost non-volatile, strong acid. It displaces the volatile acid, nitric acid, from its salt on heating. When excess salt is taken and heated at high temperature, then there is formation of more nitric acid, but a part of this acid formed in the reaction is decomposed. Reaction I am showing there. Now next point is their reactants. What are the reactants used? Sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate and concentrated sulfuric acid. Remember, sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate and concentrated sulfuric acid. Third point, remember, conditions and reactions. I have given their reactions along with their conditions. Now next is apparatus and procedure. Apparatus also I am giving there. Apparatus consist of a glass retort and a receiver. Receiver is continuously cooled by a spray of running cold water in order to prevent the escape of nitric acid vapor and to condense the nitric acid. Now procedure. When equimolar amount of sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate and concentrated sulfuric acid is heated in glass retort, heated gently, remember, in the glass retort, then there is formation of sodium nitrate taken, then sodium hydrogen sulfate, potassium nitrate taken, then potassium hydrogen sulfate, and nitric acid vapor. Along with nitric acid vapor, some water vapor is also mixed there. It rises up and reaches to the receiver, which is continuously cooled by spray of running cold water. Their nitric acid vapor along with water vapor is condensed to nitric acid. But this nitric acid is containing some water in it. That water can be removed by distillation of nitric acid with concentrated sulfuric acid. Now collection, as I have told you there, collection, it is collected in the receiver, which is continuously cooled by a spray of running cold water. Now next is their color of this nitric acid obtained in the receiver is light yellow, that have yellow tinge. Why? Due to presence of nitrogen dioxide. During the preparation of nitric acid, when nitric acid is heated, then some nitric acid molecule undergo decomposition and there is formation of reddish brown nitrogen dioxide. That nitrogen dioxide is present in the receiver, in the nitric acid present in the receiver, and impart yellow tinge or yellow color. Now next point, how we can remove this yellow color. This yellow color of nitric acid prepared in laboratory can be removed by 3 ways. Number 1, by dilution with water. If water is added, then NO2 present in that acid dissolves in water and form nitric acid. Another way is there by bubbling carbon dioxide or dry air through nitric acid between 60 to 80 degree. That air or CO2 either drive out nitrogen dioxide present in the acid or oxidizes nitrogen dioxide into nitric acid. That way we can remove the yellow color, yellow tinge of nitric acid prepared in the laboratory. Next point, precaution. 3 points remember in precaution. Number 1, all apparatus used in the preparation of nitric acid in the laboratory must be of glass. Wood cork, rubber cork or rubber tube should not be used because nitric acid vapor is highly corrosive. It attacks on rubber and wood. Next point, next precaution is there. Temperature should not be beyond 200 degree. There I have shown you temperature should be maintained between 150 degree to 200 degree and temperature should not be beyond 200 degree. If beyond 200 degrees centigrade is used, then nitric acid undergoes decomposition. First disadvantage. And second disadvantage is there is formation of sodium sulfate crust. See the reaction. There is formation of sodium sulfate hard crust in the glass retort, which is difficult to remove, and this sodium sulfate is formed when sodium nitrate is used. Potassium sulfate is formed when potassium nitrate is used. This sulfate salt of sodium or potassium formed in the retort form a hard crust that is poor conductor of heat. This is why it results wastage of fuel also, and high temperature can crack the glass apparatus. Next point, in place of concentrated sulfuric acid, we should never use hydrochloric acid because hydrochloric acid is a volatile acid. Therefore, this hydrochloric acid molecule in the form of vapor also will mix with the nitric acid vapor and reach to the receiver. This is why hydrochloric acid in place of concentrated sulfuric acid should not be used. That's all for today. Thank you.